No wonder you never show your face. And then he says,
This is my face.
but before I open this thing up, I thought I'd snazzy up the place with a border. Nothing too fancy, but something better than just staring at my floor here. So here we go! There, that's better, eh? Okay, now let's get into it. Huh? What? You're saying snapping my fingers doesn't do anything? And that it's just a gimmick people do to make editing tricks look like magic? And that I actually have to edit the border in myself? Well, that sucks. You know, I thought Boba Fett was really cool back in the day too, and it's just he looked so cool with that armor and everything, and he was pretty slick in The Empire Strikes Back. But it's just amazing how we all still think he's so cool, but when you watch Return of the Jedi, he's really just a big chump in that one. You know, like the way he can't aim his lasers at Luke. And then he gets hit by accident by a blind Han Solo. Flies his jetpack and smashes into the side of the sail barge or whatever. And then, like a chump, gets eaten or at least falls into the Sarlacc pit. And it's like, maybe he's not so cool. And then you got this guy who just wrote a whole poem called A Tribute to Boba Fett. More people drinking the Boba Fett juice. There was a brief line about a woman perhaps being under that helmet. What? Also in issue 5, a demented fan sent... And then it says here says that they're going to release Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi special editions too. Because George had so much fun with the first one. He's still calling it the Ultra 64. So here we're talking about the characters. We got Sizor, and his beautiful yet deadly lieutenant, Guri. I think Guri is an android, yeah. But it looks like a human. She looks like a human. And that's the whole point. I'm just like, it's great if she's beautiful, but when you find out she's a robot, it's kind of like, well, that's pointless. And it does have Luke, Leia, Chewbacca, Lando, R2-D2, C-3PO, and Boba Fett. Because, yeah, you do fight the Fett in the game. And it says here, Screaming's main audience is 15 to 35-year-old males, which certainly fits the profile of Star Wars fans. I guess Kathleen Kennedy and Disney didn't get the memo. Here we got Iron Man. And no, it is not Tony Stark. It's this dork with the mullet and the glasses. But since he's a clone, they add another U to his first name. And it's Jorus now? That's how you know he's a clone. Because I looked it up on stupid Wikipedia. And not only do I get to learn his preferred pronouns, but he had 2 apprentices according to it. One was Luke Skywalker, and one was Luke Skywalker. So I had to look up who Luke Skywalker was, and he was a clone from Luke's hand, made from Luke's chopped off hand. And I guess that's the thing in Star Wars. I didn't realize that all clones, you have to double vowel them. Both Jorus and Luke got double U's for their clone. Oh, but just in case you're wondering, Luke goes also by he, him, or it and its. Just if you wanted to know that. They're talking about Boba Fett, the most successful, capable, and charismatic bounty hunter alive. Is he really charismatic? And then it says, bits of the puzzle that is Fett have appeared over the years. We know his origins as journeyman protector Jaster Mariel, who's been described by several sources as ugly. Greedo, who got fried in A New Hope. Boosh. Score. Such a deadly bounty hunter that he accidentally shot himself with his own blaster and died. Another guy who dies from a no weapon security system. These guys sound kind of lame, and like half of them are dead. He's dead. And this is where Boba is looking to hunt down Jodo Cast. So he's setting up a fake hire because he's got all these bandages on because he's been chewed on or partially digested by the Sarlacc pit. And so he's all covered in bandages, I guess, to hide his hideous scars. And he's trying to hire Jodo Cast. He's pretending to. And then he says, any particular reason you want him? He's like, Boba Fett isn't available. Ooh. And so here he is hanging out with Dengar. And he's like, so did she get bodged out by your Sarlacc scars? Those things probably never heal. No wonder you never show your face. And then he says,
This is my face.
The funny thing is that if you ever read the adaptation of Dark Horse's The Star Wars comic series, they adapted George Lucas's original movie script for Star Wars: A New Hope. And there's and this design of Jabba is strikingly similar, or close enough at least, to what Han Solo originally looked like. He looked like a giant green alien with kind of a weird face. And it's just kind of funny that neither Jabba or Han ended up looking like that in the end. This green rabbity guy here, like who is that? That Bucky O'Hare?
Bucky! Captain Bucky O'Hare! Mutants and aliens and toads beware!
Jazz Jackrabbit? No, it's Jackson T. Tumperaki. But that's the thing, he doesn't look like a character that would belong in Star Wars. And just so you remember what Score looks like, he's that guy on the bottom. He looks like a guy who would shoot himself by accident. How much you want to bet that all that mechanical stuff was not by choice and that was a result of another accident he did to himself? Issue 51 of Marvel's Star Wars comics graphically describes Boba Fett's escape, or how you might call it, a rejection from the Sarlacc's deadly pit. So here he is getting barfed out, and so I double checked, and it was issue 81 that this scene happened from, not issue 51.
Idiot!
Boba came to his senses and attacked the Corellian. Han bailed out just as the Sandcrawler dumped itself into the Sarlacc pit. So did he fall back into it again? You know, adding to the layers of what a chump he is. And then to further complicate Boba Fett's past, however, in Dark Empire 2, Fett's accused of murdering a superior officer when he was a stormtrooper before he holds off a couple of Darksiders. So he's also a stormtrooper now, as well as a journeyman protector? And a stormtrooper, and he's ugly. This doesn't sound like the Boba Fett I know. And there's this guy named Coral Marcus. This swashbuckler is actually Luke in disguise in Star Wars number 49. And I looked that up, and the name of that issue is The Last Jedi. The final design of the Falcon was inspired by a hamburger Lucas had for lunch. Yeah, I had heard, I guess in another story I'd heard that, I guess like he had a hamburger, and then I think there was like an olive that he had beside the hamburger. I'm assuming the hamburger must have had a bite in it, and he saw the olive on the side, which I guess is where the cockpit come from. 13 years without a new Star Wars movie, so, and then you'd still have to wait 3 more to get at the Phantom Menace. Anyway, thanks for watching.